Hello my dear subscribers and guests of the channel. My name is Kaita, this is the channel Need for Speed, and today we are going to learn how to crochet a Santa hat for the baby. Christmas is around the corner and one of its must-have attributes is such a bright hat. It will be soft, it will be fluffy, warm, and it will contain a little piece of your heart and your love. Following the same instructions, you also will be able to make a Santa hat for adult as well. I'll show you how. So please hit the like button under this video, please subscribe to my channel, it would really mean a lot, and let's start. So we will crochet this Santa hat for the baby or for the toddler. The circumference of the hat would be about 16 inches. And we will crochet the Santa hat from top to bottom, meaning from the place where pom-pom is till the place where hat surrounds the hat. We will start with making magic loop. For this we'll take the tail of the yarn, making loop like this, and chain 2. So we are taking the yarn, chain 2, and now making 5 double crochets into this loop. It's ready. So now we are pulling the end of the yarn to tie down our loop. Done. And we are making slip stitch into the second chain to connect our ends to make it circular. Alright, first row is done. Now chain 2, one double crochet, and the second double crochet into the same space. Next stitch, 1 double crochet, next again 2 double crochets into the same space. Next 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So we added 3 stitches. We had 5 in the first row, now we have 8. Making slip stitch into the last chain. And starting the third row. In the third row and in all the next rows, we will also add 3 stitches, 3 double crochets. That's how we will make our hat wider. So chain 2, 1 double crochet. Now next 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Next 2 double crochets into the 2 stitches. Next 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Again 2 double crochets into 2 stitches. Two double crochets into the same stitch, and finishing with 1 double crochet, making slip stitch into the last chain. Normally, if you don't use the plush yarn, it will be much easier to make slip stitches because you will see them. With plush yarn, it's a little bit hard to figure out where are the crochets, where are the chains, etc. But one thing which I might help you with is you literally feel it with your fingers. So if you extend your project a bit, you will see the borders of the stitch. So here is the space in between 2 stitches. There is a double crochet, there is another space, etc. So by feeling it, you can know where to put your crochet, because you can't really see it unless you really try. Alright, so chain 2, and this will be our 4th row, and now we will have 3 crochets in between the our add-ons, in between 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So if you see there, this will be the system. 4th row 3 double crochets in between, 5th row 4 double crochets in between, 6th row 5 double crochets in between, etc, etc. By this we will still add 3 stitches in every row, and we will make our hat gradually go wider. So now, and also to make the hat the hat edge smooth, we will increase by 1 number of single double crochets in the beginning of every row. So now we will make 2 double crochets before making 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So 1, 2, and now double crochet. Now 3 double crochets into 3 stitches, and double crochet. Again, 3 single standing double crochets, and double crochet. We are finishing with 1 double crochet and making slip stitch as always. So guys, I hope you got the pattern. You see our hat starts to emerge, and you see how nice it is, how fluffy and soft it becomes. The baby would be happy to wear it. So we will crochet until we will reach the desired circumference. That's why in this way it's very easy to make hats, not only for babies, also for children, also for adults. You just crochet until your hat becomes wide enough with the same pattern, so adding 3 stitches in every row, and then you make the white finish. Let's continue. So chain 2. Now we will have 3 single standing double crochets before making doubled. I hope you got the pattern. So in every row there are 3 double crochets, and in every row the amount of stitches in between them increases by 1. So this would be our 5th row. So we will have 3 double crochets, double crochet, 4 double crochets, double crochet, 4 double crochets, double crochet, and 1 last one. In next row everything is the same, just we start with 4 double crochets, and the next amount in between would be 5. So we did 8 rows. You should have 27 stitches in total after 8 rows, and if you measure now, the circumference is about 8 centimeters. Yeah, I don't have inch tape. We'll continue like that. By my measurements, we need about 20 rows to reach the desired circumference. So once again, 3 add-ons into every row. All right, let's go. And it's done. So we did 20 rows. We can see our hat is almost ready. Here there are 20 centimeters, which equals approximately to 16 inches. So the hat is wide enough. for the baby or for the toddler. Now the red part is done. We need to make a nice finish with this fuzzy white yarn. For that, now if you want to make the hat a little bit longer, just to sit more deep on the hat, you can continue crocheting a little bit more, couple of centimeters, without adding new stitches. By now you will have 62 stitches, and you can continue every row 62 stitches until you will have it long enough. I don't need it to be longer than that, so I'm starting to make the white decoration. I'm taking this white fuzzy yarn and making with it chain 2. I cut the red yarn as I don't need it anymore, and now starting double crochets, as I told you, without any add-ons, just straight crocheting. And these ends I'll put on the edge of the hat, so they will be hidden inside the knitting, inside the crocheting, and we won't need to hide them separately. Just make sure to tie them down, not very tight, but just to secure. We are making double crochets on the place on top of double crochets, so the amount of our stitches will remain 62. The width of this decorative white edge would be around 5 centimeters, which equals to 5 rows. I'll see you in the end of the 5th row. We are done with the white edge. Actually 4 rows of crocheting with white yarn were more than enough. And look at the lovely hat that we got. The only thing we need to do now is to make a small pom-pom. You can make any pom-pom you like, big, small one. There are plenty of master classes in YouTube how to make them. I won't do the big one because I don't want it to be heavy for the baby's head. So I'm taking the white fuzzy yarn and I will knit around the top of our hat. So this is one of the double crochets from the first row. I'm inserting the hook, pulling through the yarn and making one chain, turning hat a little bit, finding the next double crochet in this row, pulling through the yarn and making a single crochet. Next Next double crochet, pulling through the yarn, making a single crochet with that, and doing it around, repetitive, until the size of this small pom-pom won't be enough for me personally. I think a couple of more and it would be okay. What do you think? Should be okay. One more. It should be enough. We are cutting the white yarn and pulling through the tail into our last loop. Making sure to tie it down, and we'll pull the ends, the small tails, to the wrong side with our hook. That's one. And that's two. Here we'll make a little knot. And we'll cut the rest. Here, our tiny little pom-pom. The Christmas hat for the baby or for the toddler is ready. Look how soft, how nice to touch, how fluffy it is. And this fuzzy yarn, it reminds the snow, the fresh snow which has just fallen on the ground. I'm sure your child would appreciate having such a beautiful hat for holidays. I wish you a lovely Christmas spirit in your houses. I wish you a lovely holidays. I hope all the best will come to you in the next year. This was Katya and the channel Knit for Speed. Please hit subscribe button not to miss the new interesting master classes, and see you.